People know us today as the company that came forward with a case that we turned into an intelligent case. Basically what happened is the initial iPhone came to market, and we were all anxiously awaiting this device that would change our lives forever, and it stayed charged for 3 hours, and it was dead. And when it died, I died. And it was a sad moment. And we decided to create a case that had intelligence built into it. So basically, does anybody have a mophie in the audience? No mophies. Oh my goodness. Family has mophie, and Doug has mophie because I gave him one. You guys all need mophies. Basically, it's a case that's got battery built into it. It fully protects your phone. And when you're halfway through your day and you get that 20% alert that your phone is going to die, there's a switch on the bottom of it, and you flip the switch, and it charges your phone all the way back up. One of the things I hate to see the most are people in hordes in the airport all glamoring to find an outlet. Anyways, I'll go through and I'll tell you all about the company, how it got started, and what it has turned itself into today. So in 2005, Daniel Wang, my business partner, brought me a business plan. And the business plan had 2.1 stereo speaker systems in there, because we felt that the speakers in the industry were tinny and didn't have subwoofers, and people would buy one and they would get home and they wouldn't be satisfied with them, and then they'd end up buying another. And so we thought we would introduce higher end audio products into different retail products in the market. And then he also had a concept for a battery for the shuffle. His thinking being that once the shuffle had 3,000 songs on it, and we started putting the shuffle into our smart intelligent devices, the batteries in those devices would run out. That didn't actually come to fruition for much later, but I'll talk to you about that in a little bit. So in 2006, 5 actually, I'm sitting in my RV in Oceanside, California with this business plan as we're getting ready to release 2.1 speaker systems that were made for iPod, certified from Apple, the beginning of our partnership with Apple. And it was when the real estate was at a very prime in California, and we weren't funded, we had no money, only money we had was the money that we were gonna put into the company. And we said to ourselves, how are we gonna do this? And the conclusion was that we weren't gonna do it in California. Not sure if you guys recall what the pricing for the housing or real estate market was in California in 2006, but you couldn't buy much of anything for under $650,000. Anyways, being born and raised in Kalamazoo, Michigan, we made the decision that it made a lot of sense for the distribution facility of the business to reside here. So as the containers were being launched out of China with our first speaker products, I was relocating myself from Oceanside, which was scary, by the way, back to Michigan, and I purchased this house. You can't actually see that. You can see the house right there. The house next to it, you can't see it's through the woods, was the house that I was born and raised in. So I bought the house next to my parents, and with the house came a 3,000 square foot pole barn. I proceeded to shut up shop in this home, calling the kitchen. The kitchen is where we did customer service. There was a third story office that my dad took a large door, sat it on 2 filing cabinets, and 3 of us sat there basically and ran this company. The 40-foot containers arrived. We filled up the pole barn. We did our shipping and receiving, our QC, pretty much you name it. All of the operations of the company were happening out of this house for the first 6 months. Some of the best times of my life, I can tell you. I know the day we moved out of that house and relocated the business to our facility in Pawpaw, I pouted for about a week, just because it was a lot of fun to do all of that at home, get up, walk over to your office, whatnot. Anyways, we ended up, these are the products that were distributed out of this facility here. The mStation 2.1 Orb. If you remember back to when the iPod came out, we basically, these colors matched the iPod colors, and then the mStation 2.1 stereo tower. These products were heavily distributed in the United States and in Canada.